Well, I spent about 6 or 7 hours wet sanding the entire car, and then I washed it, and I came back yesterday. I waited a day for it to completely dry. Then I grabbed a bunch of these steel wools, used a bunch of them, and went all the way over this guy with the steel wool. And I have got this thing down to about as absolutely shiny and flat as I could possibly get it. Because today I'm going to be doing my, I swear to God, final coat of clear coat. Luckily, I think I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cans. I don't know how many panels I have, but first things first, I need to, now that this thing's all dried and sanded and dried, in order to make, I'm going to do my little paint booth thing. So this guy is actually a 10 foot by 10 foot pop-up tent I got on Amazon for like, I think it was like 60 bucks, 58, 65, something like that. It was the cheapest one that they had. I'm not expecting much, but we'll pull this guy out and see what we get. Here we are, all opened up. So you got the tarp right on top here. At least parts of it. There's one piece. So we got 2 big pieces, 3 pieces. All of our PVC corner connectors. Looks like our tie downs. And a little bit of rope. And then our poles. Oh, I was gonna say, hopefully there's directions in there, and they're right there. So these are the stands it comes with. It's not even PVC, it's just, I don't even know what kind of plastic this is. It was probably some thank you bags at one point. Well, that's it. It's up. It's definitely in here. Okay, my whole driveway is at a bit of a slant. You can tell by this, maybe. So I had to, just a little tie here just to keep it from leaning forward so much. Because like I said, it is downhill. So, but this thing is pretty nice. It really was very easy to set up. So the tarp is really nice and thick. I would recommend getting this thing. For the price point it's at, yeah. Plus I still have to put the sides on, so sweet. I haven't put the other sides on yet. I just put this door on, and I didn't even know this thing had a zipper. Just little Velcro straps along the edge there. You got yourself a front door. The zipper is actually nice quality too. You can see I'm kind of ranking on it, and it's not doing anything. So as far as tearing, yeah, that is cool. All right, got my tent. It's fully set up. I'm all taped off. Everything that I care about. Anything I don't want clear on. Yeah, she's taped, ready to go. Gotta tie this guy up a little bit, make these a little tighter. There and up here. And then I'm gonna tack cloth this. I'm gonna get ready. Put my paint and suit on and my mask and everything, and then yeah, tack cloth it and get going. Yeah, buddy. But man, if I hadn't tied this thing down, this thing would have flown the fuck away. If it hadn't been tied to the tree, the garbage can. Oh, it might pick up right now. No. Anyways, just got done doing that last clear coat. Put all 11 cans on there. I went to town on the roof. I put like 4 cans on the roof. I didn't even care about big chunky wet spots like that. Because I'm going to be sanding it. This time I wanted to be goddamn sure I got so much on there. So there's literally 11 cans I spray painted on this whole damn thing. Threw it on kind of heavy. Not heavy, not kind of, very heavy, very, very heavy. Yeah, so now I'm going to deburr it and get going. All right, she is a shining. Looks pretty good for just a little clear coat. Sparkle, sparkle. Just trying to get this guy as best I can. Hey, look at that. It's probably a thumbnail right there. Yeah, nice and shiny. Trying to see the dust on there. Yeah, looks good. As far as I'm concerned, looks freaking great. Looks freaking great. Obviously, I'm gonna let this sit out here and dry. I put another whole can and a half on the last one here, so that's gonna take a bit for this one to get nice and dry. Those lines, I believe, are just dried dust coming off. I'm not gonna touch it by any means, but yeah, that's that. And I just gotta let it dry. Now I gotta figure out what to do with my amazing, awesome fucking tent. I didn't even bother to put the sides on, and didn't use half of. All right, so it's been about 42 hours. I left it alone all day yesterday. Got done at 4 o'clock. It's about 11 a.m. now. Just taking a peek at it for the first time really since the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and notice a bunch of stuff like that. Go ahead and do the old once, twice, 3 times over. Obviously there's a bunch of dirt and stuff, and when it just sat here, so I don't want to brush it or anything. Really want to kind of spray it off, get what I can off, and then steel wool it as best I can to get just the pilly stuff off there before I wet sand it, so I can go from this gorgeous pixelated AI dream picture to crystal clear, calm lake waters. But that's going to be coming up over the next few days here. For right now, I want to pull the trim pieces off of here. Eventually I'm going to be painting a black stripe around this whole piece. This will all be black. I think I'm going to go with rubberized coating, probably on the bottom there as well. I still have to figure out the air tube for the lip. There's some body stuff I want to do before I get doing the whole thing, but for right now I just want to take off the exterior here. Trim pieces, door trim clip pieces, whatever. Alright, man, I literally just drove to the store real quick to grab a couple of plastic undercoatings for the thing. Man, I ended up going to like 3 different stores. It's Saturday and it's beautiful, and it's the first day of like no mask. So everybody and their brother was at all 3 stores, and it was just impossible to get anything done. But luckily I managed to grab a couple of these guys. They had some really expensive stuff. They had some really cheap stuff, and then they had the middle of the road. So middle of the road is where I go on this stuff. I mean, it's just for this trim right here, so. And then the front grille. Yeah, I just noticed when I pulled up I was smoking, the engine was smoking a bit, so I took a quick peek. And it looks like this guy is just kind of spinning around in there, free willy. And I look and I see a little bit of wetness and oil right down there. So that will be one of my next purchases, is a new set of these guys. I wanted one anyways, and so I can retap that dude and call it a day. But for right now, I'm gonna pull this guy in the garage, and then I got a special project. Ooh. Oh, because it's nice and threatening to rain today, I decided I was going to bring my steel wool. First time over, it's just basically to get rid of the little chunks of stuff that kind of fell in there. Anything that's going to catch on the wet sanding paper, I'm just trying to easily brush off, get it nice and smooth, smooth as I can, so that when I wet sand it, I'm not dragging any big chunks across. Still got some here I got to take care of, but yeah, just kind of working my way around the car. Got this far so far. As I'm going, I'm using a magnet to collect the dust as I go. It's working out pretty good. I've had problems in the past where I get a bunch of rust built up in there for when I like wash the car after I do this. The steel wool obviously just rusts. So it's, I'll try not to scratch the car. As you can see, just kind of passed right by it. 99 cents at the local store. Ugh. Works good. keeps if I just do this every couple of minutes, I'm actually managing to keep the metal shavings to a minimum. Plus I got my mask on. So yeah, alright, keep going.
So much metal. So much metal. This is awesome. Just sucking it up. Just sucking it up. Suck it up. Suck it up.
Alright, so I got pretty much like here, a little bit right here, to the top of this piece, and got up all the way and then the full door. And then as I was coming back around for a final pass, I decided this is probably the time. I've been putting it off because it's going to be a pain in the ass, but taking all these guys off. I have new ones, that I got from the junkyard that are nice and beefy, kind of original. The other original ones came with the car are pretty much fine. There's a bit of a wobble right here, nothing that a heat gun couldn't take out. I might try and sell these on eBay or something. I thought about trying to fix it and keep it, but this guy's broken right here, and this one is not broken right there. I remember I don't quite have the right clips for those. They're like this. This one I actually have that's intact. I got a bunch of them here that I bought that are way too big, but the clip part is about the same size. I remember trimming those down a lot and being able to use it, but I really don't want to have to do that. I managed to get these guys pretty good and clean. Took a while. There was definitely 30 years worth of shit crammed up into the little channels and whatnots, but yep, threw a little super clean on there and cleaned it right up. Alright, I'm gonna get some gaps on there, or some clips, not gaps. Alright, so using a little bit of elbow grease here, I managed to make a couple of these. If you compare it to the OEM one here, OEM right here, it's looking pretty good. And then I ran out of the white clips. This is actually just a half of one, but I made a red one. One of these guys. See, these guys come really big and awkward, so I had to cut all these down, the inner part there and everything, to get it to match up into there. It's quite a difference, but I have a feeling that'll work just fine, and then that'll complete my set for the passenger side, which is the only side that I really have a problem with the warpage and whatnot. So, alright. Just took this guy off. See all the different times I painted and clear coated. That's funny. That's funny. It sucks as rust there, but alright, so the only thing holding this thing on was the one screw on down here. You want to see what I'm looking at? Down here, and the one up here that I custom made before. I didn't even put any 3M tape on this one. On the other side I had a bunch of 3M tape, but double-sided, whatever. So at least I got this off without bending it at all. No warpage. I can deal with clips. Warpage I can't deal with. So, alright, now I'm gonna try and take this one off, knock on wood, without getting the shit off or warping it. So just got this side off. It's about the same, nothing crazy. I did have one in there. Oh, it's gone now. This one, you can tell what I had to do before. That obviously just broke off. Yeah, it'd be nice to save these, but I don't feel like taking door panels off. They're just a pain in the ass. I might have to, actually. I don't know. I don't want to deal with this. Alright, I got all my custom pieces all back done and in there. That takes care of all the trim clips that I'm going to need for the sides. I decided to leave this guy on here, so I'm going to have to hand buff this piece area anyways with compound and polish and whatnot. I'm just going to leave that, and then I'll just paint it later. Same with the other side. I have not started sanding that yet. Like I said, I just kind of hit a point where I needed to get this off. I just push those through. Next time I take them off, I'll make sure to get them off there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I get all this off. These multiple layers of clear coat. It's funny. All right, fully sanded. Got the roof. Just spent like an hour on the roof trying to get all the wavy out of it. I think I did a really good job of doing it in that tiger stripe, and you can still see a little bit. I think I did a pretty good job of overall getting it off there. See a little bit more. I haven't quite finished the trunk yet, but I'm still just going back and forth, super light. Just rolling up like 5 of these. Get like 5 of these up in a row, and then using the flat board wherever it went. This guy kind of thing. Get like 5 of them. You can see I used a bunch right there. It's really lightly back and forth. And now the whole thing's done, I gotta pull it out and reckon wash it off. Right. Pulled it out, getting it ready to shoot some water on it. We cleaned up and dried up. While it's drying, I'm going to be doing a wiring thing for my next video. But yeah, I went around with the magnet. I got all this off. Just floating a magnet around it. So that's all there that's not going to be on the car. Alright, she is all washed up. Dried off. Got all the little spots off. Pretty happy about how the clear coat looks on the first sanding. Actually very happy how that looks. Be awesome for the compounding tomorrow. Yeah, I got all the stuff for it today. Came in, got a bunch of ultra cut, new glaze, ultra finishing polish, a bunch of these dudes. That'll be fun. That'll give me something to do. Yeah, so I think that's it for that. I'm gonna pull this guy in here tonight and let it kind of dry and start wet sanding tomorrow, I reckon. Alright, so it has been, this is like, I guess it's been about 2 weeks since I've even recorded anything for this video. I just keep wet sanding. I've gone over with down to 2000 grit the entire car with the exception of a little bit of the hood right here, and then the hood. The whole hood and a little bit of the rooftop there. You can totally see where I stopped sanding up there. Difference. I've done literally the entire car. There's a little bit of residual, but you can see how there's little to no actual orange peel, even through here. Super hard. But orange peel, you should be able to see it pretty good. Switches over right there. That's what I'm getting rid of. Is the light stuff. You can see where it goes from nothing. Extra to crazy. So I've got that little bit of the hood left to go. And I can start cut polishing, compounding. I'll be so happy to be done with this. So happy. Alright, got about an hour's worth of sanding in. Not sure how well, you can see that. It's getting there, it's close. It's a lot better than just straight up this. I didn't really work the edge here at all. I'm just kind of concentrating on the overall roof. But yeah, getting there. This is just my first look at it. I haven't even looked at it yet, so I just washed it off and dried it. Look good, look good. Getting there. Alright, I'm getting a lot closer. Spent like another hour, 45 minutes or so. Still quite a bit. Not nearly as much. I think my main area is right there. A couple of little spots here and there. It's insane, but I definitely want to get rid of anything like that. Anything that definitely sticks up. Yeah, just hoping it's thick enough as to where I can, I mean, there's coat after coat after coat on there, so I should be able to take care of that. It's deep though, it's definitely deep. yeah. Looking way better. Way better. I haven't really done this part yet, but you can see I just hit this part up. It's looking really nice already. I remember laying that on super thick because I wanted to really sand it down and make sure it's super smooth, because that's one of my favorite lines on the body of the car is this guy right here. But the only spot I found left on this part of it is just right here, just a little bit. Yeah, it's right there. But even up here, the sun's starting to hit down and it's burning my neck, so I'm trying to get this before it gets too sunny right here. Yeah, that's that. That was about, I don't know, half hour. So like a half hour should be easier. I got tiger stripes going this way on this one, so I gotta make sure to do a lot of this way. So that might be a pain in the ass, but we'll see. Yeah, it's looking way better. Not seeing any reference. That's what it looks like. I'm doing pretty good here. Half the hood's done. Alright, taking a little break here. Let's see. Wow. It's actually coming along really nicely. Just a little bit right in here. A little bit here and a little bit here. Wow, I'm not really seeing much at all. Haven't even started over here, but hell yeah. It's great. Take a little break and then we'll come back and finish this guy. So I've got a tiny bit way down there and a tiny bit right in here. You can barely even see it. But other than that, it is completely sanded and majoritively free. Which you can feel how smooth this is. Oh, it's nice and warm from the sun. Doesn't look like there's any major dents or wobbles or anything like that. Looks good. Looks good. The roof is still looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. That's the only spot that's got a little bit left. The rest of it's all gone. There's a little bit around the edges here that I'm not going to worry about. And in the valley here, I'm not going to worry about this either. Just for the orange peel, so. Whoo! Fucking done sanding this son of a bitch. Alright, so give it a couple days here of relaxing the old arm. I even got my wristband on today because it hurts. So after getting all this ready to go, today I came out here, gave it a nice good quick wash, and then yeah, I'm gonna start polishing. And there is the beginnings. Just the first pass of the cut compound, just in this one area right here. But you can see the difference. Ooh, I cannot wait to get in there. Look at that, no orange peel. Yeah, alright, continuing. A little further on, just got the hood. The hood is good and done. Yeah. Very, kind of warpy. It's from the years of heat. Well, me sanding it down to factory like 3 times, but yeah, looks good. I'm thinking it looks really good. Alright, I've got all the flat surfaces done. I've got the hood, the roof, and the trunk. They're all looking sweet. Those are all the really loud ones I wanted to get rid of first. But, yeah, I did. I think it's a good. It's a little dusty from the pad, but what I'm doing is hitting it up with the superfine one first and then coming back with the, basically I'm just doing it twice with different pads and different speeds on the router, but yeah, and you can totally see right here the difference, flat versus shiny, right there. All right, keep going. Look at that. Look at that. That is shiny. Look at that shine. Look at the roof of my garage on the hood of my car. Man, all right. Whew, day 2. Yesterday I got the hood, these panels up here, the 2 doors. I did not get right here. And so I didn't get the back. But I did get a little bit over here, up here, and then of course the roof is good to go. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna pull it out and work on this side. Alright, so fast forwarding like 2 or 3 days. I did that one twice. I did that one once. And I did, well, some of it I did twice. On the roof, the hood, and on the trunk, and on the lower doors. And then on this guy, I just slathered it on all over the damn place. But what I got was this. Yay! Super shiny car. Hold on, I think my lens is dirty. Yeah, that's better. Way less dirty. Shine. What's your shine on? Oh, I haven't washed the windows yet. Just kind of basically just wash it off, wipe it off, just get all the majority of the water off there, but good darn. My next plan, I got the lower decals to put on, and then I also have the stripe that goes across. So I'm gonna do those, put on the decal, this decal right here too. Still haven't decided which one I want to do. Then I'm gonna put on the trim protectors on there, and on here I gotta put this guy back on. I gotta do the pinstripe down this side. Also I have to put on the big decal here, pinstripe all the way through, and I have a little bit of clear coat overspray on here I gotta take care of. Shouldn't be too hard. Just bend it and it rubs right off. So yeah, a couple small little details. I'm on to the fun stuff. That's the big part. I'm done with the done with all the hardcore sanding and all that jazz for now. Oh no, that's it. That's it. This is the final state of the car. I'm not sanding it anymore. I'm not polishing it anymore. This is it. So yeah, now I just got to finish getting these guys ready and put those on. I'm not gonna paint the trim yet. I'm gonna paint that guy and just this part. This part is sanded and polished and sealed. This is the part that's just, I didn't even bother sanding it because I'm just gonna scruff it up and do the same thing that I did with the other side panel parts, which is hopefully it won't screw me over, but I like the texture look. It's got a couple things on the paint there, but it's a little dirty. But I like the texture look. Hopefully it won't screw me over and chip off or whatever as soon as it gets warm. If it does, then I just have to go back to factory, hit it up with a little flame, and get it to melt back to that beautiful black yellow. But I think for the end of this, I'm calling this the video. I'm calling this the end of the video. That's what I'm trying to say. A little coup de grace shot here. Yeah, it's a big relief to have all that done. Years.